He may be a piece of crap, but
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back, hold on. Wait a goddamn minute, ma'am. I don't do that over here. Run that shit on some feminist channel. Don't come call your ex-husband and the man that you created life with a piece of crap. Is he paying more than $1,000 a month in child support?
he is.
More than $1,500 a month?
He was. It was included with alimony. So,
Alimony? How long were y'all married?
about 10 years. Yes.
Did you work during the marriage?
I did not.
What do you do at that point?
I mean, I sacrificed we sent him to school for him to have this degree so that I'm the one with the high school education, so why should he get lower to my
Wow. Wow.
But if I'm held to my resume, why is he not held to his?
I don't give a shit about your resume or his resume. What about the boys?
Held to his resume? The resume, the man that lets you effectively quit the workforce for 10 years, who's taking on $1,500 a month in child support and alimony, that man right there.
You're raising two boys, and how they view themselves is going to be directly tied to how you view men, how you view their father, how you interact with men, whether you like it or not. So,
I love their father.
if this is love. This is why I say I don't give a shit about your love, people.
I'm done. I'm done. I can't watch anymore. I can't watch any more of this shit. Holy shit. What up, you guys? It's your brother Trey, man. Before we start this video, I just want to say, man, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. His content and his words of wisdom and just everything has been nothing but helpful for the black community. And unfortunately, what he has done this video in particular is very, very sad. It's very, very sad. I encourage you to watch it throughout its entirety, the entire hour, you guys, because it is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyways, I'll see you guys on the other side, man.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Can I not be on camera?
No. Yeah, you gotta be on Instagram. What kind of how old are you?
I am 37.
All right, what is the question or the comment?
Your question was,
Yeah, what are y'all holding out for?
party of one?
Yeah, what are women holding out for?
I don't know. I was married and divorced. I didn't hold out, but I wouldn't say that
I'm sorry, I hate to cut into it so early, but this is just one thing that I've been thinking about, you guys. If you marry an African-American woman, a specifically African-American woman, you're almost destined to divorce at some point. I'm not gonna make an entire video on this, you guys, but it's like purchasing some organic food from the grocery store versus just like some regular stuff, right? And I know that might not be the best example, but you're getting something that is almost 100% guaranteed to have an expiration date when marriage is supposed to be for life, you guys. If you're marrying an African-American woman, you can bet $100,000 that you're going to get divorced sometime down the road, you guys. I just want to say that real quick.
out today. After listening to you, I don't see any hope in anything.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like my market value is not as high as it used to be prior to marriage. I had 2 children.
It's not as high as it used to be?
Yeah.
Well, anything that ages and gets used decreases. So, I mean, that's expected though, right?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Expected though.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said divorce wasn't expected, so I wasn't, planning on the decline.
Okay.
But, I guess I'm a party of one now, and I don't know, how it works.
Okay. Who filed for divorce?
My husband did.
Why'd you guys split?
Because I didn't know how to be a wife.
Okay.
I wasn't taught.
Okay.
One thing that's an amazing and beautiful quality for a man or a woman is the presence of accountability. How a person can actually hold themselves accountable, who can actually articulate the way they contributed to the failure of something. that shows maturity. It's unfortunate that for a lot of women, that only pops up once they're 40. After they're 40. Once they realize that shit, oh, I lived life the wrong way. Oh, I've put all of my skill attribute points in the wrong areas, then that's when they're like, oh shit, you know what? Okay, maybe I should be a little bit more humble and more accountable. Men, for the most part, I think men, you get taught at a very early age on how to be humble, how to be accountable, because you got to work with other men, you've got to work with other things, and you've got to, sometimes you just got to learn how to follow before you become a leader. This is something that a lot of men understand, and unfortunately a lot of women just don't have this. They don't ever have to have accountability. They never do. So I applaud this woman for actually holding herself accountable and saying something like that. And it's unfortunate that we're going to throw a parade and throw confetti at just the one time that a woman can hold herself accountable, but it's so rare that it does for the most part deserve some sort of like acknowledgement. But I digress.
So is that a more accurate reason why you feel like there's no hope?
Yeah.
So it's not the declining sexual marketplace value or the divorce, it's you.
I think it's a combination. I mean, now that I'm learning, I've learned a lot since the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with the knowledge that I have, I don't know if there's anything out there that would
Anything out there that what?
Anything that would accommodate my situation. I mean, who wants to take care of someone else's kids and
Was your ex-husband married?
No. Probably watching.
Then why not go back to him?
I've tried.
But why do you think that is?
I don't think he's seen a change in me.
What's the name of your therapist?
I just want to say this one more time, man. God rest Kevin Samuels' soul, you guys. It's my humble opinion, and I want to make another video on this too, is that Kevin Samuels is he's the modern like Malcolm X, modern Martin Luther King, modern whatever male leader that you can think of that has absolutely contributed something of value to the black community. Kevin Samuels is that. And I know people are probably going to come to me and be like, no, you're wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? How dare you compare Kevin Samuels to Malcolm X or Martin Luther King? Well, look at the state of the world that we're in right now. Yeah, civil rights, all of those movements have kind of passed, right? Black Lives Matter is fucking a fragmented idea. There's no one face to it. The one organization that was supposed to be the face of it, those women just spent money on a fucking mansion for themselves, you guys. And so here we are, Kevin Samuels, a singular man, truly actually giving a fuck about a lot of these women that have done him and other brothers like him wrong. He is actually still compassionately giving true, real solutions to the problems that the black community faces. He did it with compassion. Now that he's gone, unfortunately, women should have absolutely appreciated and praised him more than what they did while he was present and alive. Because now you're stuck with a lot of men who have been hurt, a lot of men who realize that the shit that Kevin Samuels is saying, they've realized that the stuff that they've been feeling and thinking is actually real. And they realize that women don't give a fuck about them. And so a lot of these men, there is no incentive for them to be nice. There is no incentive for them to truly be compassionate the way that Kevin Samuels was. Kevin Samuels is a rare breed. He is older. And this is something that, unfortunately, you guys, they're dying. The men like Kevin Samuels out there are dying. And what I mean by that is of age, experience, of patience, of true corporate, like, get up. He's a truly self-made man. This is he made himself before the internet. Kevin Samuels is an icon, a legend. He should go down in history as a black male leader, akin to the Malcolm X, akin to Martin Luther King. And it's because of the degradation of the black community. The degradation of the black community has devolved so much that someone like Kevin Samuels, right, who goes on speaking about relationship advice, putting the mirror up to other women, calling them big Shirleys and shit like that, he is an icon. The black community has devolved to such a level that it is like that. And it's not to take anything away from Kevin Samuels. What he does takes great professionalism. There's no one ever going to be like Kevin Samuels again, you guys. It just will not. So, you know?
Kevin Samuels. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have one.
You know what that is?
What's that?
The world's smallest violin playing My Heart Bleeds for You. I mean, what do you want us to say, ma'am? I mean, you're married. You honest and said he divorced me because I didn't know how to be a husband. But then you go to the market and say, I don't think there's any hope because of declining sexual marketplace value. That happens for everybody. For all women in particular. It doesn't necessarily happen for all men, but yeah, our value decreases too. But then you don't know nobody who will accommodate your situation. Yeah, the man you started your situation with. But why doesn't he want you back? Because you ain't done nothing.
I wouldn't say that.
I
have gone to therapy. I have not in active therapy.
How long? What's the longest continuous time you've been in therapy?
So during the marriage, closest to the divorce, I was in therapy for the last 2 years, trying to, rectify the marriage.
No, you one-on-one by yourself, not.
I was alone with that. I was alone in that.
So when you were in your marriage, you were doing therapy by yourself?
Correct. When I thought things were going, hectic, I knew that I was doing wrong. I knew that I had a part to play, and I sought therapy. And the therapist kept telling me to get a divorce, and I didn't like the idea.
Was your therapist male or female?
A female. Yeah.
You see, like this is it's so crazy that even like a regular like I just it's so mind-boggling to me that women are so fucking delusional, man. Like you don't want to listen to the average men. You don't want to listen to the men. Men don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yet women are gonna lead you off the fucking cliff like a herd of sheep. They're gonna lead you off the cliff. And so here's the deal: as men, you need to wash your hands clean of African American women. I will absolutely champion that. I don't give a fuck if people try to cancel me or whatever, because it takes this right here. It takes harsh words in order for people to truly realize that. I want someone to sit here and be like, well, why? Why should we avoid? Why do you say avoid African American women? Why is it a distinction? Well, this is the fucking reason. I can give you ample reasons why African American women do not believe in religion anymore. They say that they do. They practice a pseudo Christianity. There's like they pick and choose. Christians, for the most part, I don't want to lump them all together, but people pick and choose parts of the Bible that they want to live by. African American women, on the other hand, they only pray. They don't read the Bible. They don't follow anything from the Bible. They pick and choose from the fragments of shit that the preachers and shit that they don't believe in any of that shit, you guys. They worship crystals. They put fucking amethyst up their pussy and shit like that, you guys. African American women are a dub, bro. There's no point in trying to even salvage anything with African American women. African American women, do not do it. Just do not do it. You know why? Because if you are an African American woman and you cannot be like cooperative, you can't understand, you can't listen to a man, even the average everyday man, someone like me, this hurts to hear. You're probably like, oh my God, how is he saying this? I don't like the tone of his voice. Well, maybe we have something of fucking value to actually truly tell you. Come on. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, man. It's time for it's for another video. I'll get into it.
So to the church.
Huh?
I went to the church after that and sought therapy through counsel through the church, through ministerial counsel and stuff. That works out a little better, but by then it was just too late. I didn't actually, go through with full therapy. Too much water was under the bridge and it was already over.
What do you mean it was already over?
I guess he had already had enough of everything. I mean, I stayed home with the boys. I raised the kids.
What did he want you to do?
Shut up.
Why didn't you do that?
Honestly, hindsight is 2020. I don't know why I didn't do that.
No respect for men. It's that simple. African American women do not have respect for black men. The reason why I keep saying African American women is because at least African women grow up in some sort of patriarchy. They know how to talk to men. They know how to they understand men. They know what men are like. They have all of that. I don't know if you guys have ever been to African parties and shit like that. I remember this one time I went to an African party. These African guys are fucking huge, you guys. I'm 5'11". I'm not short. But these, bro, African men, for the most, like true, real Nigerian men, them motherfuckers are huge. These guys 6'3", 6'4", football, fucking D1 college players. They look like it. They're not, but they look like it. They came over to these girls. I was just sitting there talking to my ex-girlfriend at the time, and they went over to these girls. The girls were just sitting on the little pool chairs, and they came over and they're like, "Hey, you want some wine?" And and the girls looked at each other. They're like, before they could even finish it, the guy took the bottle of wine and he lifted her head up and just started pouring it down her throat. I have never seen anything like that in my fucking life, you guys. I have never seen anything like, and it just kept pouring. She was like, and she and the two African guys were like high fiving each other, they're laughing about it, and the girl, she was like damn near drowned, and she looked at her girlfriend and they were like it's things like that. If a black man did that to an African American woman, are you fucking kidding me? There would have been a fucking fight. There would have been the police called. She would have threw the bottle of wine at his head. And it's not to say that black African women take abuse and shit like that. No, it's nothing like that. It's just that there is a level of like there's an extra step that African women have when processing decisions and reactions to their men. African American women do not have that. African American women do not respect black men. They don't do it. They don't care. They don't want to apologize. They don't think they're doing anything wrong. None of that, you guys. It's a losing battle. Just don't even go down that path. Just don't do it.
At the time, I didn't know why. I mean, now, looking back, I was stupid. I was angry. I didn't all the stuff that I now, and I've been like hooked on Shahrazad Ali for the last 5 years, and you and a lot of other, people that talk about these types of things and the anger inside of us at times that we get from our moms and their anger. So I learned a lot.
But
when it was time to get him back, I mean, it was been too long. Been 5 years, he's in and out of different relationships, and then of course the divorce battle, right? That was.
but is it he's gone on, or you haven't done enough work?
I maybe both, but I've been trying. I mean, I've spent 5 years. I've moved on, and the thing is, I'm scared of the market, right? So I'm scared I haven't gone back because I don't think that there's anything out there. I believe in marriage. I believe in the.
Well, the market's out there. The market's out there, but the market's going to ask the same questions I'm asking.
She said she believed in marriage. Okay.
What did you think you were going to get? I mean, when you're in your marriage and being the way you were, what were you fighting for?
You know what? I don't know. I just saw my mom do it. I did what I saw her do.
Your mom was married?
No, she just fought with all of her boyfriends and fought with us. And
Who has custody of the boys?
I do.
How old is the youngest?
8.
The men, I made a video talking about I'm proud of being a deadbeat dad. I'm not a deadbeat dad. I pay $500 a month in child support. I'm there for my daughter. My daughter loves me. She comes running up to me every time she sees me and shit like that, you guys. The point that I was making about that is that when it comes to children, you just need to wash your hands clean of it. Unfortunately, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. I have made, and I figured out early on in my daughter's life that I have to limit the amount of attachment that I build with my daughter, because I cannot allow my heart and logic to override the reality of life, right? I'll say that one more time. I cannot afford to allow my emotions for my daughter, the feelings, the love for her, and the logic of decisions to override the reality of life, because the reality of life is that women are always going to get the benefit of the doubt. Women are always going to get the custody. Women are always going to fight tooth and nail for these things. And as a man, you're just not going to get the help that a woman is going to get. It just makes more sense, unfortunately, to wash your hands clean of your child. Obviously, be there, support them, go to their school stuff and stuff like that. But if you have a woman that's just doing that, you just have to start a new family. You have to start a new family, you guys. You have to start a new family. You gotta, you just be there for your daughter. Be there for your daughter, your son, whatever. But you just gotta wash your hands clean with it, because if a woman is uncooperative, it's a losing battle. You're never going to grow. You're only going to continue to have heartaches and brain aneurysms, stuff like shit like that. You guys, there's just no point in doing it. Because another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that as a man, if you're making more money and you're just butting heads with your baby mama, some shit like that, she can go to court, file for an increase in child support, and further limit your growth. You guys, it's just too many things, too many tools that women can abuse to make a man's life more difficult than it should be. It's just easier, just better to wash your hands clean with it. Children are going to be they're the collateral damage because women can't get their shit together. Yes, we are saying it like that, and that's the way you should move.
How often do they see their father?
Not often at all.
Why?
He says he's not financially stable to see them or take them because I take all his money after the divorce.
What did I just say? What the fuck did I just say? It's unfortunate. The kids are the collateral damage because of women like her, man. African American women, don't go that way. They're ruining the next generation of children, you guys. We have another 100, 200 years of this bullshit. God.
So blames me for that. But I offer, I ask, I beg.
Hold on.
He doesn't.
What state are you in?
Pennsylvania.
Do you get child support?
I do.
Cut off the child support.
How will I?
Why? Oh my God, she has to actually work. What the fuck? Kevin, now, I was listening to everything you were saying before, but cut off the child support? Are you kidding me? That's money that I'm getting for not having to do shit. Are you fucking kidding me, Kevin? Oh, I don't care about those kids that much enough to cut off the child support. I don't care that much about generations. I don't care that much about family in order to cut that off.
Be able to help take care of the kids.
See? Okay, cut out the child support and have actual joint custody with your ex-husband. Straight up joint. 3.5 days with you, or 4 days with you, 3 days with him, 3 days with you, 4 days with him. No child support. Listen. That would send a damn sure close signal that you're on trying to actually do something different. It would also give your boys more time with the man they need to be with, their father. If he's saying the money is draining him, well, man.
This is exactly what I just said. If a man develops too much of an attachment to his children, that emotional tug, the relationship you can build with your child can drive you crazy, right? Especially if it's a woman you know, the mother of the child, you know what is best for your children. And she is single-handedly the fucking gatekeeper of the difference between a successful life, a healthy life, an emotionally stable life of your children, and then whatever fucking pathway that they're gonna go down. This is it right here. Like I just said this shit, you guys. Like, what the fuck?
Cut the child support off. Move in good faith. How will it hurt your boys if you cut child support and you actually have joint physical custody with their father? So where now the reason for the money is gone because he has to pay for them when they're with him. You have to pay for them when they're with you. So there's no need for the money. How does it hurt the boys?
I told you, logic. This is logical. Logic has no place in a reality where logic isn't the best thing. Woman is right. Logic isn't. It's logical. It makes complete sense what Kevin Samuels is saying. But come on, that's not reality. Come on. Who the fuck follows logic? Come on, you dumbass.
I understand what you're saying. It doesn't hurt them at all. But what if he doesn't have a place to live? Where would he take them half of the time?
So he lives in his car?
He lives on somebody's couch.
Are you getting child support every month?
Yeah.
So he's on somebody's couch.
I didn't ask him to do that.
Kevin, it's too nice to say it. These women deserve to just fucking die. These women, their mindset needs to die out from the human species. Stop fucking these women. Stop reproducing with these women. This mindset legitimately has to die out. She is 40. She is ruining her kids' lives. She's ruining her kids' life. These kids are going to grow up with the same hurt, the same trauma. They're going to have a distorted view of their father. They're going to have a distorted view of men in general. And it's just going to continue to perpetuate the cycle. Stop reproducing with these women. Let their fucking genes die. Extinct.
I didn't say you asked her to do it, but I just want you to understand that from the man's standpoint, ain't nobody gonna have shed one tear because you were with a man and you said it. And now after the marriage, you getting the money. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but what's more important, having a functioning relationship with your ex and having your boys with their father and having some semblance of a family, or this cold war?
I just feel like Kevin didn't ask for any. I begged him to stay.
Do you see how she processes this in her head? She's completely fighting it. This right here, it's like, I don't know if you guys have watched anime, if you guys watch Hunter x Hunter, but Killua's brother fucking put like a chip inside of his head, and once Killua fucking went into his head, dug out the chip, he was able to think clearly. This is what a lot of African American women are like. The logic makes complete sense, but it's in their programming to completely they just can't do it. They can't do it. There's too much comfort that comes with modern laws that allow women to do shit that a man can't do. And women know this. They know this. 150% know this. This is the exact reason why you've got to let these women, their genes die out. It sounds terrible, but what other solution is there? What's the other solution? You tell me. Put in the comment section down below. What is the other solution? Try to fight tooth and nail for this shit. And look, the guy is being bled dry from his money already. He's trying to fight for his kids. Men, if they've been in this position, they've already tried everything. It's better to just fucking just drop her. It's not cheaper to keep her. Fuck that shit. It's not cheaper to keep her. Hell no. Hell no. Peace of mind and it's everything, you guys. When you have peace of mind and you have no stress, the world is your oyster as a man, and you can get shit going. As a man, what did God say? Adam, you are to toil the fields for the rest of your life. Men are built for this shit. Women aren't. They're not. So just take your losses. If you want to marry an African American woman, go ahead and do it. Just expect yourself to get divorced and get bled dry of your child support for 18 years, like I'm doing right now. I only got 12 more years. So, you know, by the time I'm 40, I should be good to go.
I went to
No. See, you can beg him to stay, but I asked you the first thing, what was the name of your therapist? And the problem is he hasn't seen enough change. If you so let's just imagine this happens. Let me use my Thanos powers here, shall we? Let me use my Thanos powers. Hello, Eric. Hey, this is me. Yeah. You know, I want to do something. The boys don't see you that often, and I know you're in this way, and you say it's on me because I get the money. So here's what I want to do. I went down to the court and I actually terminated the support order. I terminated the support order, and I want to have joint physical custody with the boys. I give you about 90 days to get yourself together to where you have a place to where the boys can come over there. So you should be able to do that with the money you get. There's videos on YouTube right here with women who have cut off the child support, and been helpful to the ex-husband, and now they're in a better position. How does that hurt the boys?
It doesn't hurt them at all, Kevin.
So do you not think if you cut the support off, what do you think?
Because it holds a woman accountable. Her decisions, her actions is now she's gonna have to face it. She's gonna have to go out to the market. All that money that she's not getting from child support, she's going to have to make up for it for somehow. Why would she do that? Why would she do that when it's just as easy to sit on your fucking ass and bleed another human's of their life and resources? Why? Why would she do that? What's the incentive? For the kids? These kids don't know what to do with that money. Fuck the kids. Fuck the kids, man.
Think he would do?
I think he wouldn't, because I think that nothing would change.
Huh? So you think if you cut the child support that he would not see the boys?
Correct. We separated for 5 years.
Okay. So let me stop you right here. I want you to stop you right here.
Yes, sir.
You want to get back with the man who you said if you cut the child support off, how you just keep the money and still not see the boys.
Correct.
So why you want to get back with a man with such a low character? If that's what you really believe.
I literally believe in the sanctity of marriage.
That's not what I asked. I asked, why would you want to get back with a man? Because see, there's fear here. And I'm trying to understand why you want to go back to this man. If you're saying, I'm dealing with a man, if I cut the child support off and offer him joint custody, he'd just take the money and still be out of his boy's life. You don't think very highly of him.
I don't. But I still, I'm married, and I think that means something. I love my brother. He may not be the best person in the world, but I love him.
Did you hear what you just said? And I want you to think about what I'm about to say. You're in charge of raising 2 boys? And you don't think very highly of their father.
I don't tell them that.
Do you know when your children are sick, even without them telling you? Do you know when something's wrong with one of your children just by looking at them?
Yeah.
Why? Because you raised them and they're around you. Guess what? We know our mamas just like they know us. I don't know why the hell y'all think just because you don't say nothing we don't know.
Can I say something? So we were separated for 5 years. 3 out of the 5 years, I asked for no child support. I asked for nothing. He told me, I asked him for money for food. He said, put me on child support. That's what he said.
Ma'am, I don't care. I'm going to tell you why I don't care. Because there's 3 sides to every story. Yours, his, and the truth. I don't give a shit about who shot John. You said that why you want to get back with him. I'm trying to understand why you want to get back with a man that you don't think very highly of.
Because I was told that I'm supposed to stay with one husband until dead. That's what I was told.
Fucking virtue signaling. This is this is demonic, man. This is some demonic shit. Seriously. You want to contort the truth so much to make yourself better than who you really are. A lot of these women are fucking demons in pretty bodies, you guys. They're demons in pretty fucking bodies. At least when it comes to men, they you can at least kind of understand what they're fucking capable of for the most part. You can kind of look at a man and be like, okay, for the most part, the threat of this man is his physical danger. These women are fucking the devil wears Prada. Come on, man. Fucking demons. She's a demon in a woman's body.
And I believe he may be a piece of crap, but
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a goddamn minute, ma'am.
I don't mean, oh my God.
Wait a goddamn minute.
It's hypothetical.
There is no
Let them die out. Let them die.
hypothetical. I don't do that over here. Run that shit on some feminist channel. Don't come call your ex-husband and the man that you created life with a piece of crap.
I'm sorry. I did not mean
The internet is forever. What do you think?
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like,
Oh, you meant it in a nice way.
No, I just meant it in like
Stop.
hypothetically.
Stop. Just stop. When you're in a ditch, stop digging. What do you think it's like to live with you?
Probably not easy, not fun. Some good stuff, but
So do you think if you're around somebody who's difficult or not easy to live with, that they have an impact on your psyche?
of course.
Do you think he doesn't love his boys?
I never said that.
So do you think it bothers him not to be around his sons?
I can't answer that.
Yes, you can, and you will.
Do I think it doesn't bother him that he's not around his sons? Nobody stopping him from being around.
It's not what I asked.
Yes, I'm sure it bothers him.
Okay. Everything we've talked about so far has been about you. You're the chaotic center of all of this. And if the world was balanced, he should have custody of those boys. Prior to 1945, he would have had custody.
I'm not opposed to custody. He asked,
But then you'd be paying child support.
he asked for it at one point in time, and his living situation, he gave it back.
Okay, ma'am. Here's what here's the thing. There's always going to be, like I said, the market is what it is. And the market's going to look at how you handled why'd you quit your last job? Did you quit or were you fired? Who's your former employer? If your marriage was a job, you're not talking very highly of your job. So I'm stuck on the fact that you say he doesn't see his boys, not because he doesn't love them, because he said, you're taking all the money. You said he's living on the couch, so he doesn't have a residence.
That's what he said. He's telling me he couldn't take the kids, he can't take them overnight because of my financial situation.
He doesn't have a residence.
Remember what I said about child support and how a woman can continue to raise it? As a man, you have to, especially when dealing with a woman like this, you can't tell her the truth. You can never tell her your true financial situation. I have my baby mama blocked on every single platform that I have. I can. Partially because she was fucking harassing me. And another reason is why I don't need you in my life. I don't need you to see what the fuck I'm doing. None of that. None of that. He's probably trying to live as comfortably as he possibly can. Who knows? God knows how much he's paying for child support. I'm paying $500 for one child. He's got two. I don't know how much he could be paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you've got to, there's no point in telling the woman your true situation, because for a woman like her, she's a leech. She's going to want all the money that she got because she don't want to work. She don't want to do anything like that. Why can she do that when she can suck you dry of your life force?
Have anywhere to live.
So what happens when the boys ask where their dad is? When they say they want to see your dad?
They don't anymore. used to, I would call him, tell him, come get the kids. The kids is asking for you. They're outside. You know, we live in a neighborhood.
And here's another thing: just because a woman thinks that just because like a child says like, "Hey, children want to see you," you gotta drop every single fucking thing that you're doing as soon as she says it on her time. And if you don't do it on her time, oh, you just don't care about the children. God forbid you have shit that you got going on in your life. God forbid you're trying to get on your feet. No, you need to come when I say that the children want to see you. Let these women die.
Where they could play outside, he could come by.
So does he not? So, but he does have a job.
He does.
Is he paying more than $1,000 a month in child support?
He is.
More than $1,500 a month?
No, he was.
In what state?
Pennsylvania. It was included with alimony. So,
Alimony?
child support, yeah.
How long were y'all married?
About 10 years.
Why'd you take alimony?
That's a lot. But the marital settlement agreement provided some benefits.
Did you work during the marriage?
I did not.
And for my critics and detractors, I want you guys to ask yourself a question.
What do you do at that point? What do you do at that point? You are a man. You see this woman you love, you like. I'll take care of you. You don't have to work. I'll work for you. I'll work for the both of us. 10 years later, this is what happens. I feel for him. He was paying $1,500 a month. I was stressing over my $500. You gotta let these women go extinct.
Men don't typically file divorce.
I did not file for divorce.
I said men don't typically file for divorce. And then you're getting alimony and child support. All right? At the end of the day, man, yeah, I can see why you're talking about the market. I don't know who'd want to deal with this in the market either, but I'm not really concerned about your dating life. I'm asking about the boys. They don't see their dad. You're saying that he says he doesn't see him because of the money, but I'm saying the two adults need to get the shit together to where the kids can see both of y'all.
I agree. I called.
Okay, and if money, and I'm saying, I asked a critical question. If you cut the support off, do you think he would see the boys? And you said no. You need to answer the question of why you think that is. Because why don't you think he would see them?
Because he's done it in the past. 3 whole years. Whole years of not seeing the kids, no child support, have all his money.
If you're paying $1,500 a month in alimony and child support, would you want to see the woman that's bleeding you dry and that shit?
No alimony.
Where was he at?
He was right up the street, less than a couple miles away. He worked. He had his fun. I didn't bother them. I went and got a job. I went and provided. I kept the house. I kept the mortgage. I kept the mortgage paid. Didn't ask for anything. It wasn't until I lost my job or had to cut back.
So you didn't work during the marriage?
Correct.
Did you guys have financial pressures in the marriage?
No, not at all.
Has he changed jobs?
Since when we were married, he had a steady job.
Right.
Since his divorce, he's gone through lots of different
What
jobs.
was his profession?
Social work.
Okay.
He was a social worker. He worked in law enforcement. could do that. He has a bachelor's degree in social work,
But does he have any substance abuse problems?
Not at all.
So he was steadily employed and you were a housewife.
Yep.
But post-divorce, now you're a working woman.
Correct.
And right, wrong, or indifferent, all this was preferable to just getting along with your husband?
I tried.
Okay. You went to counseling, but I'm always leery when I hear women go to counseling by themselves. You went to counseling by yourself, then you went to Christian counseling. But at the end of the day, he divorced you for irreconcilable differences?
I don't know why he divorced me. I never read the papers. I never signed them.
You didn't ask him?
I don't even know what the divorce
Was there
decree
another
said.
woman?
There were plenty of those.
No. When did he leave you for another woman?
I don't think so.
Did you guys see that little smirk she did? I told you, demons. These are demons. Fucking demons.
Was he still a social worker when he left you?
Yeah.
So when he divorced you, he was making money.
Yes. No. After the divorce. No.
You know, when he filed for divorce or whatever, he was still earning, because right. And the order is set likely on his previous earnings, not his current earnings.
Correct.
You haven't modified that?
So that the court did it because he willfully acted out in court and got himself thrown in jail, which is why he lost the job. So the judge.
Why would she do that when she's getting money? There's no incentive for women to do the right thing. Why? She spent 10 years not working. I'ma bleed this motherfucker of this life. Literally. Fucking vampire.
The judge held him to that earning is contempt of court.
The judge can't, so you didn't basically, so you're saying it's the judge?
If the judge can hold him in earning capacity.
You can, ma'am. The judge can't make somebody, child support is an agreement between you two. You can decide to go cut child support off tomorrow. You could decide to go get $1 in child support.
All right, but you asked if he had an earning capacity.
Right, and I'm saying that he was earning one thing at once, and then he lost his job, and he's earning less, but his income, his child support is still set at his previous earning level.
Correct.
Don't you think it would be fair to lower that to match his current? If he's saying money's an issue.
I mean, I sacrificed we sent him to school for him to have this degree, so that I'm the one with the high school education, so why should he get lower to my income?
Ooh. What? I sacrificed for him to go to school. I wasn't working 10 years. I wasn't working for 10 fucking years. And that was sacrifice for him to go to school. Demons. 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 Let these women die.
Wow. Wow. Y'all heard it. You heard it.
An X amount of dollars.
Ma'am, so do you think he chose to just make less money? You think he's happier making less money?
I know for a fact he chose to make less money.
Oh my God. All right. I don't know. You know what? My bullshit meter is going all off now. No. I'm kind of done. Ma'am, so you want us to believe that a man chooses to go make less money for what? For what, pray tell? Why? What would be the reason a man chooses to make less money?
Because he thought, like you're saying, that the court would lower the amount, and they didn't.
So you want me to believe that the support order was set at one thing, but he decided to say, you know what? I don't want to make $70,000 a year. I want to make 40 so I can pay less child support.
No, he decided to curse up the judge and get thrown into jail.
I didn't say anything about him and the judge. I said the job. I don't give a shit about the court. Because here's the funny thing. I want you guys to understand. If you've never been to family court, you don't understand how adversarial it is for men. And the thing is, there's your side, his side, and truth. I'm saying, why would a man making X decide to make less than X? What does that do to his? What does that do to his standard of living? Increase it or decrease it?
Again, the only thing I can
What does that do? Increase it or decrease it?
decrease it.
So you think he's decreasing his standard of living so he can pay decreased child support?
That's the only thing I can come up with.
That makes no logical sense. That makes no sense. Men don't decrease their earnings to pay less child support.
So why wouldn't he work a job that he's the same type of job he was working when we were
Because that's not how that always works. Look, man, that's not how it always works. And that's the problem. In the family court system, modifications go one way, up. It is rare that a man gets a modification down, even when he loses a job. I know because I couldn't get one. I know because I know many men who couldn't get one. I know because when I sat in family court and was with men's groups, that men can lose jobs. The economy takes a dip. The sectors are gone, but they tell you to go get 3 jobs because they make money off of it. The family court system makes money off of it. And ma'am, if money is at the issue and you're really talking about trying to move with this man in good faith, you're getting alimony, you're getting child support set at what his previous income was. And your theory is, well, he did all this because of his attitude despite the judge. That's beautiful when the judge is on your side. I don't give a shit that he cussed out the judge, man. Let's say that happened. You could still say, that's your daddy. He had a bad day, whatever. I don't want to lower it down. But what you said was, why should I do that? So I've already put him through. I did this for him, so child support's to pay you back for putting him through school?
No.
See, child support becomes all kind of shit for women. I asked you, why not modify it? And I said, why don't you reduce? Well, why don't, ma'am, that's what you said.
I said he went to school, he has a degree.
So?
Was making all the money.
And that was. Industries change. He's not making all the money.
The industry changed because he quit his job. When you quit a job, no one fired you. You quit your job. So what do I say when you continue to quit jobs when you see that they're garnishing the maximum allowable amount, which is 55%.
55%. God damn. A man is supposed to take 55% of your income. Ooh, I want you guys to understand. My critics, I hope y'all were able to listen to all of this because I know y'all were like, ooh, he's wrong, so forth. But it is all coming out. This is what men have been reduced to. Ma'am, at the end of the day,
ma'am, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's what he should have said. God damn. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. God. I hope your sons never can come close to a woman like you. I hope they get a Becky and fuck them right on your couch in front of you. You walk in on it. Damn.
I keep asking about your boys. This is between you and him. What about the boys? Can he put his shit to the side and you put your shit to the side so the boys can have a relationship with both the mother and the father? I don't give a shit about you or him. How about them? Who shot John and who hurt who and who did what at prom? I don't give 2 fucks about.
So if I take him off of child support for 90 days or 6 months and he still doesn't get it together, then do I put him back on then at that point? How long?
Why are you going in? I want to know why you don't think he's gonna. I want you guys to understand where the question comes from. It's a bad faith question, and this is why family court is so jacked up. Giving women leverage and access to future earnings for past relationships is crazy. You assuming he's gonna do the worst.
He's done it before.
And so have you, ma'am. The reason I'm even talking about this shit, ma'am, is when you were married, you were doing the worst.
All right, well,
No, all right. Because you said you still wanted to get back with this man. You still want. It's all alive, man. Anybody can hear it.
It's fine. I understand. But if I'm held to my resume, why is he not held to his?
I don't give a shit about your resume or his resume. What about the boys?
That's what I'm saying.
Held to his resume? The resume, the man that let you effectively quit the workforce for 10 years who's taking on $1,500 a month in child support and alimony, that man right there, you mean that man allowed you to not work for 10 years straight? Oh. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
No. And see, the thing is, man, you keep going back. Well, what if he doesn't do it? So how about this? How about this then? Just like you wanted him to give you good faith, grace, and some mercy, that you had changed to give you another shot because you've done the work, right?
Because I've asked.
Excuse me. Do the same for him. Give him the benefit of that. Stop. You want him to give you the benefit of the doubt? You give him the benefit of the doubt. How does that hurt you? How does that hurt you?
Financially, it would hurt me because
not it.
The same money in the household. I need.
Man, we're not okay. It hurts you financially for how long?
I have no idea.
That's what I said.
Rest of her life, man. Black men, you are just a dollar to African American women. Black men. This is why passport bros is a thing, man. Don't ask where she was born at. With these black, if you like black women, if you're like me and you just love black women, you need to ask where they're from, find out who they look up to, what women they look up to, and if they're born in America, just don't do it. If they were born in America, it may be okay if they're born in America, only if their family, their mother and their dad were from another country. And they have a very strong culture of trying to keep what they had in other countries alive in America. That's the only time a black woman born in America, you should ever entertain. African American women, effectively, you just gotta not date them. Just don't date them. Just stop it. Just do not. Right now, if they're older, there might be a little bit of a difference right there. Not gonna I'll take care of my mama. Don't worry, man. I will take care of my mom. I will do that. And this is more than likely the other sons are going to do this. But if you are a man and you're on the dating market, just don't date African American women. Just save your life with that. I'm not saying other women are any better, but God damn it, you have a much better chance of living a bit of a better life and having a woman look at you as something more than a fucking check. If you're dating women from other countries. This is one of the great things about a patriarchy. There hasn't been a patriarchy in black America for decades. Don't be fooled by it, you guys. Don't be fooled by it. If these black African American women grew up in a patriarchy, things would be a lot different. They would not be thinking about men just in this manner that this woman is.
I said joint custody. Joint custody, that means he has the boys, you have the boys. See, this is why I go to this selfishness party of one thing. To you, this sounds right. And to me, I'm trying to figure out how can the boys end up having a relationship with the mother and father, and how can y'all get to some point of possibly a new resolution. But it's going to take you experiencing some setback too. You want him to give you a shot, to give you the benefit of the doubt that you've changed, and that would show a different thing, because the woman right here doesn't. I can see why you probably don't believe anything has changed. Because what have you done? You've gone to some therapy. Therapy is supposed to go to an action. It's supposed to do something to soften your heart, to give you some grace, some mercy, to understand some empathy, to understand where people are coming from. Well, he lost his job. Well, he quit his job, and he cussed out this. Okay, so we're supposed to listen to your issues and your drama, but men can't have any. We're just supposed to keep out here steady, performing, and that's what I want you guys to understand. We're tools. We're utilities. We're not supposed to feel. We're not supposed to think. You can't make no mistakes, but they can make mistakes. And at the end of the day, man, you're raising two boys.
Actions speak louder than words.
You're raising two boys, and how they view themselves is going to be directly tied to how you view men, how you view their father, how you interact with men. whether you like it or not. So,
I love their father.
this is love. This is why I say I don't give a shit about your love, people.
I'm done. I'm done. If you guys want to watch this, you gotta watch the whole thing. I'm done. I can't watch anymore. I can't watch any more of this shit. Holy shit. Demons. Fucking demons. Demons. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Wow.